Hello, I'm Noah Scott with 3D Travel Company, and I'm here to show you Sandals Saint Vincent. I just got back from a trip, which was amazing. I'm going to give you a tour, showing you the pools and the bars and the restaurants and the rooms and everything else that they have to offer there. And because we're a travel agency, you will be receiving a lot of expert tips along the way. At 3D Travel, we help you cut through the noise and distractions by providing you the options and the value you need to make special trips happen for you and the people you love. Isn't it time that you live your adventure? So, to get to Sandals Saint Vincent, you fly.
I would recommend flying into Miami or Charlotte or whatever hub that you're going to that will be the place that you take your flight to St. Vincent from. Fly in the night before, spend the night. That way you are rested and ready to go the next day. So when you hit Sandals Saint Vincent, you are ready to enjoy all the amenities.
You can only fly on an international flight as of 2017 because that's when they finished building the airport. Up till then, you would have had to go and fly on a small plane from a nearby island. By the way, the majority of the job market in St. Vincent revolves around tourism. So having a sandals resort built there is greatly beneficial. Not to mention all the people who are directly employed by Sandals who live there.
Vincent and the Grenadines is a beautiful small island located in the Caribbean. But just know that right now flights from the United States are more limited there. So make sure you talk to your travel advisor about which days are best to fly in and out so that you can plan your trip accordingly. And I definitely recommend staying a week at Sandals Saint Vincent.
You fly into the cool new solar-powered airport, then you go through customs, which I was not allowed to film. If you want to know what customs are like, they're basically kind of just like airport security, except you bring your passport. So, here's the St. Vincent Airport. It's nice. But we didn't stay there that long before it was time to head to the Sandals desk. And at the Sandals desk, you check your luggage and you sign in. And after we did that, this super cool dude, who does not work for Sandals, drove us to the resort. So Sandals is truly all-inclusive, like 100%.
Instead of pulling your wallet out for additional food, fun, fees, and gratuity, you put it away for your entire trip.
However, the person that drives you to the resort is not employed by Sandals. So you're gonna wanna bring cash to tip that individual. And the guy driving us was very cool. As I watched the beautiful scenery of St. Vincent, he told me all about St. Vincent and answered questions for like the entire 35-minute drive.
As you can see, we drive on the left. We drive on the left hand.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Because we are a Commonwealth country. In it that we have the laws from England.
Oh.
So because we are ruled by England.
Oh, I did not know that. So it's 32 islands, is that what you said?
Yeah, 32 islands and cays. Some are habitat and some are not. So we have like Bequia, we have Mustique. You have heard about Mustique?
No?
Mustique is the land of the rich and famous.
Oh.
Yeah. Tommy Hilfiger own a house in Mustique. Yeah. Brian Adams, the singer, he own a house in Mustique. Princess Margaret, which is the Queen's mother, the Queen's sister, she own a house in Mustique. So Mustique usually be the land for when the rich folks want to get away. They come down there because it's a private island.
One of my biggest tips for falling in love with St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as I did, is to talk to the people, is to talk to the staff that works the resort or the hotel. Talk to your transfer drivers, ask them about their lovely island. These islanders love their island. They love talking about it, they love telling you its history, they love telling you about its landscape, and they're happy to tell you what to do and what to avoid, though there's not much, on beautiful St. Vincent.
It is funny, for a second there, at one point I was like, oh, are we on the right side of the road? Yeah, I knew England drives on the left and US drives on the right. But, you know, there's probably a lot of nations that drive on the left or the right, and I wouldn't know which ones are on the left, which ones are on the right.
Well,
don't think about it much.
No, when you get to the country, they inform you about that.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I should hope so. I can see why a bunch of rich people would want to live over here or
Why?
vacation over here. I mean, it's just such a beautiful area. And these homes are so beautiful too. So I can see why they would want to stay here if they have the money to do so.
Yeah.
I'm grateful I get to go to a Sandals resort here. That's pretty special. Not quite as wealthy as the people who buy a home here, but there's a lot of people who can't afford to do what I'm doing either.
But at least it's best to enjoy life.
Yeah. It's just good to be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
Have you lived here your whole life? Probably, so.
We live here?
Yeah, your
My
whole
whole
life,
life,
probably. I asked the question, I was like, it's probably a stupid question.
No.
But I was just going to ask. Anyway.
I was going to tell you you're free to ask anything.
He made the drive feel more like a tour than just transportation. It didn't really feel like a travel day. It felt like part of the vacation.
Welcome to Sandals Saint Vincent!
So, this is the main lobby, which has a bar that, like all bars at the resort, is included in the amount you already paid. An all-inclusive is a true vacation like no other. Truly a vacation, where you can just go wherever you feel like going and try whatever food and drink you feel like having whenever without any regard to spending money. So do everything.
Not only is Sandals Saint Vincent all-inclusive for your food and your alcoholic beverages, but it includes water sports. Around the corner in one of the bluffs surrounding Sandals Saint Vincent is an actual cave with bats, and you can book an excursion to snorkel through the cave or kayak through the cave. So don't forget to plan time to snorkel because it's included with your stay.
At this bar, I had a Malibu sunset and later a mojito. The sunset was good. The mojito was ginger and mint. Then there's Club Sandals Lounge in the same building. Club Sandals Lounge is available to club level guests 24 hours a day. Just outside the main building is the pool area and the plaza area. There are several pools at the resort, but this is the main one.
The new Sandals 2.0 resorts offer an elevated, all-inclusive experience. And Sandals Saint Vincent and the Grenadines is the newest of these resorts.
Naturally, there's a swim-up bar. During our trip, while I was swimming in the main pool with some other 3D Travel members, the bartender started making multicolored pina coladas. He just added different colored liqueurs to different ones. I tried a banana pina colada and it was so good.
Bring lots of sun protection, sunglasses, sun hats, rash guards, anything that you use to block the sun. The Caribbean sun is intense, especially when you get as far south as St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
And the heart-shaped pool is just north of the main building. Right next to the main pool, there's the crescent pool, which is closest to the Palm buildings. I stayed at one of those, but I'll get to the rooms later. Also, on an unrelated note, I made a friend at Sandals Saint Vincent. He was my buddy.
In traveling to any Sandals resort, make sure to pack cat treats for the feral cats. Most Sandals resorts have a feral cat colony that are usually very friendly. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, however, has dogs.
I'm sure it was just a stray that wandered in, so I found out while I was there that Sandals takes care of all the strays that wander onto the premises. They have a place for them to eat, like a feeding area, and they see to their medical needs as well. Probably because the resort was at like 13% capacity while we were there, this little guy hung out with the 3D travel team a lot. And we love him!
Be sure to grab one of the mini bikes and take a leisurely ride around the property.
The coolest area might be the plaza. Of course, it has a bar. I think I got a painkiller there. That's a variation on a pina colada. Bloom Coffee has Sandals' signature Blue Mountain coffee drinks. Also, they have ice cream.
One of the first coffee shops named Bloom, which stands for Blue Mountain Coffee, and also what the coffee beans do before they're harvested in Jamaica.
Then there's the 3 Jewels Rum Bar. It's pretty cool. It's a good place to hang out. They do karaoke there sometimes, but the real reason to go is to try the Sunset Rum. This rum is 84.5% alcohol. Not 84 proof, 84%. So, naturally, we had to try it. Traditionally, they chase it with Coke, so that's what I did. And there were mixed reactions. I was honestly surprised by how good it was. It was very sweet and very flavorful. Although my throat was sore for a time afterwards. And Hannah, my sister, almost threw up, so that's hilarious. She doesn't drink much. She just really wanted to be a part of things. This is Gatsu, serving Japanese cuisine. I tried some unique food there. I can't believe I ate squid. I don't even usually eat sushi. This has eel in it and crab, and it has scotch bonnet, which is kind of a lot like a habanero. It looks exactly like a habanero, but it grows here in St. Vincent. I like the flavor, it's spicy. Nice. But it is kind of weird and slimy. I still do not like mochi, unfortunately. So, Gatsu is alright. But the unquestionably best restaurant at Sandals Saint Vincent is Bucan. It's not up for debate. This is the restaurant on the island that serves traditional local cuisine. Not to mention it looks beautiful. Before dinner, I was instructed to try first and second bite. First bite was roasted eggplant on an eggplant chip. I'm not an eggplant lover, but this was unbelievable. Equally amazing was second bite. Chicken and radish. I do not know what they season these with to make them this good. I do know they cook them in a pit, which I think helps with bringing the flavor together, but my goodness, they were good. The tropical alcohol juice beverage was delicious. At Bucan, you're served family style and there's no menu. They bring you all of it. The spices you see are sweet basil salt, coconut seasoning, Bucan spice, some other kind of salt, I don't know, coriander sun-dried tomato relish, and tamarind chutney. Everything was amazing. This food was of the highest quality. Oh, this is being served on a lava rock. That's what the bowl's made out of. I don't remember what this is though. And this salad had watermelon, honeydew, pineapples, dragon fruit, passion fruit, and a little Scotch bonnet relish. And it's meant to be eaten with sweet basil salt. The rice goes well with the tamarind chutney. Now, on to the entrees. Up first, we have a grilled red snapper with coconut curry sauce, meant to be eaten with Bucan spice. Then, there's the chicken. But my for sure favorite was the lamb. I ate more of that than anything else at the restaurant. And with my meal, I had a delicious Cabernet, and Sandy opted for a lager beer. Finally, for dessert, you get mango chutney and ice cream. It's amazing.
It was an amazing experience. The food was so delicious. It all comes from local farms and from the sea, and it is a brand new concept, and this is the first of its kind at any of the Sandals resorts. So I highly recommend trying this out. It was absolutely wonderful.
Also, our friend visited us, so it was a perfect dinner. Past the plaza, just before you get to the beach, there's an area of restaurants and shops that I decided to call the Boardwalk.
Make sure to grab dining reservations at Bucan and Butch's. If you can't grab them before you arrive in the app, then make sure to visit the restaurant reservation dining desk when you arrive.
At the Boardwalk, you can visit Isola, the pizza place, I got pizza with Scotch bonnets there. So good. Crema?
If you love cookies and desserts, then you're in luck. They have jars of freshly baked cookies throughout the resort. And Crema, the coffee and ice cream restaurant, offers many different options as well as alcoholic coffees.
And Sora.
Since all your food and drinks are included at Sandals, a really fun way not to miss out on going to any of the restaurants is to go to 2 restaurants for dinner each night. So early in the evening, you can go for appetizers and drinks at one, and then when you finish up, just head to a second restaurant for your entree and desserts. Really fun way to get to try new things.
Make sure when you go to breakfast, especially at the a la carte restaurants, that you order multiple beverages, starting with pineapple mimosas and Blue Mountain coffee.
The Jerk Shack, I had jerk pork there. Man, I love jerk sauce and jerk seasoning. And the Parasol Beach Club. I don't even care about the food. Look at that view. The burger was good, but I wish it had a sauce. Past the beach is the Overwater Chapel. Sandals is all about romance. Beautiful. Back on the other side of the island, east of the main building, we have the Red Lane Spa.
Take advantage of the free offerings at the Red Lane Spa, such as the cold and hot plunge pools.
The departure lounge to use in lieu of a room if you checked out and haven't left yet. You can use it to shower, for instance, but you'll still have access to all the rest of the resort. Just if you don't have access to your room, this works in lieu of that. The Riverside Pavilion for weddings. The Fitness Center. The tennis court.
Sandals Saint Vincent has pickleball courts. You and your loved one could come and play pickleball and even invite other couples because there's more than one, and a tournament could be set up for you.
And the conference center, which we did use for a meeting while we were there. All right, finally let's talk about rooms. So there's the beachfront villas, the over-the-water villas, there's the Palm buildings on the south side that we stayed in, and there are several other types of rooms on the north side. But the relevant things to consider when deciding which room you want to stay in at Sandals is the view and the service level. Do you want to see mountains, the ocean, gardens, pools. Unlike other resorts, at Sandals, you can eat and drink the food that's in your room, and it's not an extra charge. It's there for you.
Who wants to think about rain when you're on vacation in a beautiful tropical destination? Sandals Saint Vincent has you covered, literally. Each guest room is stocked with 2 large umbrellas so that even if rain is in the forecast, you can still go out and enjoy yourself and explore to your heart's content.
Now, the service level is high regardless. The lowest level is called luxury for a reason. But if you stay at club level, you get the lounge and you get room service. And butler level is like having a butler. You have butlers on call to deliver food to your pool or bed, pack and unpack for you, set up romantic moments for you, transport you, and the list goes on. Speaking of butler service, at St. Vincent, instead of arriving and leaving by cab, butler level guests take a boat and a short bus ride of about 10 minutes at the end. For some of the other members of my team, that ride we took was very nauseating.
If you are booked in a butler suite or above,
when you get to the airport, you will take a short little bus drive.
You will take a short bus ride to a boat.
You have a relaxing boat ride to the resort.
Leisurely boat ride to the resort.
Other guests will take a bus, and it is windy, and it's going up a mountain and down and
up the mountain, down the mountain, and through valleys to get to the resort. So, if you are prone to motion sickness,
if you struggle with motion sickness, make sure to bring some Dramamine or whatever makes you feel better in a bumpy car ride.
Then I suggest you book a butler room.
Or even better, book a butler suite.
My #1 tip is to book a butler level suite.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a like and subscribe, ring the bell. Booking a trip is complicated and can be intimidating. But we're experts, we have you covered. We'll cut through all the noise and distractions and give you the resources, the options, and value that you need. We've got you covered. So, if you want to go on a trip, then go. Isn't it time that you live your adventure? Just go to our website, click Plan a Trip, and we'll walk you through everything. And if you desire a meaningful life and you're looking for a career with purpose, I would invite you to apply to become a 3D travel advisor. If you're interested in booking a trip or applying to become a 3D travel advisor, I put both of those links in the description. Otherwise, I would encourage you to try new things and live your life to the fullest. Live your adventure. Thank you.